Hello, my name is Haley Jensvold, spelled Tjensvold. I am an 8th grader at Irvington School, and I am here to inform you about the double standards and body shaming that is occurring, which teachers and staff unfortunately seem to be missing. Dress codes across the country, our district included, have unknowingly set up double standards, creating a separation in the application of the punishment for violating the dress code. These gender discriminatory actions are shown when a female student is sent to the office, forced to contact their parents, and/or has to walk home or wait in the office for wearing shorts shorter than their fingertips, whether they are just to the next knuckle or they are a full finger's length shorter. Meanwhile, a male student who is sagging will receive a mere pull your pants up without being sent to the office or home and without parent contact. The gender discriminatory punishments show up once again when a female student is wearing a shirt with a plunging neckline and is sent to the office and told to call home for a change of clothes, and a male student who is wearing a shirt with the same plunging neckline is not given a second glance. The list of these offensive double standards goes on, but with how little time I have, I would like to point out the disturbing amount of body shame that accompanies the dress code. It's hard enough growing up as a young girl in this society. With all of the pressure to be pretty and skinny, there's a very high rate of low self-esteem. When you tell a girl that she is showing too much skin, it will implant one of two or both of these ideas in her mind. A, there is something wrong with her, so she needs to cover up. Or B, she needs to cover up and be on guard at all times around her male peers because they simply cannot keep their eyes off of her if she is showing any skin. This is when we begin to see ourselves through the lens of uncontrollable male desire, which, as you can imagine, is very uncomfortable for a young girl. This new way of seeing ourselves is accompanied by the worry that our male peers will be judging us 100% of the time, bringing back once again the idea that there is something wrong with us. This can have many harming effects on a girl's mentality, which my fellow group member, Anna Louisa, will speak to you about next. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Anna Louisa Cruz, spelled C-R-U-Z, and I'm a 7th grader at Irvington School. The only reason I go to school is to get my education. When I get dressed in the morning, my intention is not to provoke or to be sexualized. My intention is to feel comfortable in my own skin and to dress for me, nobody else. When I am pointed out because a staff member notices that I am violating the dress code, it is telling me that people are distracted by my body. The PBS dress code states that clothing may not be sexually suggestive, example, plunging necklines, sagging, bare midriffs, visible undergarments, and see-through material. Most of these examples are referring to girls. And our teachers are always saying how they want us to feel safe in school. How can I feel safe when the staff are telling me that my body is a distraction and that everyone is always looking? The administration assume that girls dress how they dress to be provocative and to show off their body. These stereotypes are not true. It teaches boys that my body is sexual regardless of context, and that boys are the consumers while I'm thought of as an object, which sets the stage for sexual harassment, assault, anorexia, bulimia, and victim blaming. The dress code also states that clothing should be appropriate for the weather. We wear shorts to be comfortable in the scorching heat of summer. There is one person that kind of started this all and inspired us to be here presenting to you today. Lucy Bunch Benson is in the crowd today, and she has been dress coded many times, and I'm going to tell you her story. It all started at recess when a staff member pulled her aside and told her that her skirt was violating the dress code. The staff member told her to put her hands to her side. Her skirt was just short by a couple centimeters, and she was sent to the office. The secretary checked her again and called her parents multiple times, and they didn't answer because they were at work. This is a big waste of time for students and parents. She waited in the office for 2 hours when she could have been in school. She went home during her last period, but she decided to stay home because she was too embarrassed. Many girls have been pulled out of class because their skirt or shorts were too short. Some serious problems that come out of the dress code are mental health issues, bulimia, or anorexia. In our recent studies, we have found out that out of the people that have anorexia, 10 to 15% of them are male, leaving 85 to 90% female. The dress code is the first exposure for students to learn to blame the victim. Do we want our students to learn that? I appreciate you listening to what I have to say.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Roberts, and I'm here to talk about the stereotypes to boys in the dress code. The dress code is basically saying that boys will not be able to act appropriate whenever a girl wears short shorts or a crop top. And I have friends that wear that to class sometimes, and that doesn't disturb me or any of my other friends. I'm also here to talk about the dress code saying that you're not allowed to wear jerseys or certain types of colors that it might that you might be showing off that you're a part of the gang, when usually it's just that you're repping your favorite team or showing your favorite color. And also I'm here to talk about sagging. The only reason I see sagging in the book is because it has a safety hazard of you tripping and falling over your own pants. And that you're also seeing somebody's underwear. But also, if a boy's told to pull up their pants and not sent to the office, but a girl's sent to the office for wearing shorts, that's a big problem. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Sofia Carlson, spelled C-A-R-L-S-O-N. I am a 7th grader at Irvington School. My problem with the dress code is that 100% of the students that get sent home are female. When I explain this to my male peers at my school, many of them claim that there are just more ways for girls to get in trouble with the dress code. What is this teaching students? It's teaching girls that their bodies are more sexual than boys and that they don't deserve respect if their skin is showing. It also teaches boys that it's acceptable to misbehave and disrespect girls if they can see your skin. If I choose to wear something that I want to wear and feel comfortable in, am I asking for someone to be harassing me? Because the dress code implies that I am. It states in the PPS dress code that clothing should not be sexually suggesting. Most concerning, it's teaching young students to blame the victim and that it's a girl's fault for distracting a boy. The dress code also states that clothing may not substantially interfere with the learning process or school climate or disrupt the educational process. In my opinion, having a girl wait in the office for a new set of clothes is disruptive to our educational process. May I remind you about Title IX? It states, "No person in the United States shall, on basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." Both boys and girls break the dress code at my school. And as I said before, the only students that have been pulled out of class, who have to wait in the office, or even be sent home have been girls. These accommodations for boys cannot come at the expense of girls' education. When you send a girl home from school because her shorts are too short or her clothing is immodest, you're telling her that hiding her body is more important than her education. You're telling her that making sure the boys have a distraction-free learning environment is more important than her education. In a way, you're telling her that the boys are more entitled to their education than she is, and I don't think that's acceptable. We've been talking a lot about what's wrong with the dress code. Now I want to talk about how to make it right. We can't explain everything we want to change or how we're going to go about changing it in this amount of time. What we want is the district to form a committee with students, parents, teachers, and administration to revise our dress code. We need to change the language and the policies so that the dress code is fair and non-discriminatory to all students. In the 1800s, it was scandalous to show your ankles. In the 50s, it was scandalous to wear pants. We think now, as a society, modernizing the dress code is just a small step of a bigger issue. Quite honestly, our main goal today is to let you know and to make sure that you're aware that you need to take the initiative to teach students healthy and respectful ways to treat each other, no matter what gender, race, religion, or sexual orientation. If we have the opportunity to help change our community and educate students, that is our main goal. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much to all of you.